Welcome to the Dr. Albert Lewis Gospel Hour. And you are tuned in with your host. I'm hosting this show today, y'all. It is Lady Diana Flagg. Oh my God, what an honor it is to be in Dr. Lewis' shoes today. These are some heavy weights today, but I'm so excited to be with you all to share the good news of what's happening right here in your living room, in your dining room, in your kitchen, wherever you are. We're about to have an awesome time right here today with you as we are celebrating, oh my goodness, someone special here that has, oh my God, this is going to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. There are a lot of times we are dealing with different things within our own means, and sometimes we don't know where to express it at. Sometimes we don't know if we should write it out, sing it out, dance it out. We don't know how to express our emotions sometimes and what we're feeling, and sometimes we keep that bottled up on the inside of us. But I'm so happy today that we have someone, a young person, who is going to share his gift, his creativity, as to how it is he gets to express himself and share himself, and that way he don't have to be in silence anymore, because there's so many people suffering in silence. Let's share, let's talk about it, let's get some therapeutic help as to what we can do so we can break the silence in our lives. And on today here in the studio, y'all, at the Gospel Hour here, we have coming to the stage, OMG, our very own author, Khali Raymond, y'all. A young author. Welcome to the Gospel Hour under the direction of Dr. Lewis. But I'm Lady Flagg on today, and I welcome you to the studio. Share a little bit about who you are. Who is Khali without the author? Who is Khali Raymond?
Oh man, I just want to say before I begin, it's an honor to be here on the show. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
No problem. All right, what's Khali without the author? Ah man, that's a tough one, but I can answer it for you.
Okay.
So, me, I love to create.
Okay.
That's just who I am. It's always been a big part of me to put how I feel. It don't matter if it's writing or painting or spoken word. I always look for ways to express myself and to share whatever wisdom that I have with others, so I can help them. And of all, they can help themselves get through whatever tough times that they may be going through in their lives. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's what it's all about. It's community. It's not about the money. It's not about being in Hollywood, driving a fancy car, partying with all these women.
And you're young. You're saying, you mean to tell me you don't party, you don't club, you don't go out, you don't?
Only on occasion. I mean, if I actually have to, but I really don't do any of that stuff.
Okay.
I mean, the party in my house. I party alone.
So being alone is not a problem for you. Just being by yourself sometimes is cool. It's cool. So now do you have siblings? How's the family and different things of that nature?
I have a pretty big family.
Okay.
Mainly extended, but I do have 3 siblings, 2 brothers, 1 sister.
Oh, okay. And where do you fit in at?
I'm in the middle.
Oh, you're in the middle. Oh, you're in the middle. But no, that's good though. You're in the middle, so you kind of keep the balance a little bit, if you will.
It's like everybody lean on me.
Okay. Hey, you're in the middle. So they got to lean on somebody, and that's good.
Lean on me.
All right, you better go ahead and sing. You said create.
I don't know about singing.
What you say? But you'll try though. You'll try. You'll create.
I may be a rapper, but I'm not a singer.
Okay. Hey, you was busting the tune right there. Lean on me when you're not strong. Hey. So now let me hear this, because it is to my understanding. How many books did you write?
I mean, currently now I'm about 1 shot 50.
Wow, 49 books.
Yes.
When did you start writing?
I've been writing for many years now, ever since I was a little kid, but I really didn't start getting serious on a professional level as far as publishing goes until I'd say I wanted to always published a book when I was in 5th grade.
Okay.
That was a big thing for me.
Okay.
And then it wasn't until that I got into high school, I was a sophomore, that I actually pursued that and made that a reality.
Okay. So was this something that, what inspired you? Was this something that maybe, because a lot of times in school, we have to write essays. We have to read and come up with our own, what we interpreted out of whatever lesson study that was. So
Right.
did essays inspire you to write, or like what really initiated within you to say, you know what, I think writing is kind of cool?
I mean, it was something I always wanted to do. When I was a kid, it was the only place that I could get away and be my true self instead of sitting there having to be judged by other people
Okay.
and be questioned. I was the only place where I couldn't get questioned. Is
Wow.
what I could put on paper. And
Wow.
then when I was in school, I'd always be eager to share what I wrote on paper. And I remember when I was in 5th grade, I had wrote this little comic book, and I had took it to my guidance counselor at the time, and he said, you know what, son? This is good stuff. You should publish this one day, turn this into a novel. And to this day, what he said to me, that still resonates in the back of my mind. And I remember about 2 years later, I was in 8th grade. It was about 2 years later. And then I was in my literacy class, and it was this book we was reading for an assignment. It was Tangerine. And I remember I had read that same book like 2 years prior.
Okay.
And then once we started getting back into it, I was like, hey, you know what? I could do something like this too. And that's what I did.
Wow. Wow.
You see, and then, once I did the first one, everything else followed, and we're here today.
Now let me ask you, with your first book,
Yes.
what was that experience like?
Well, I had started working on that in the fall of 2012, which was a very rough time for me. I was going through a lot of personal issues that I'm really not gonna discuss in front of the camera right now. And on top of that, I was getting ready to go to high school. I was in 8th grade at the time. I didn't know what high school would be like, so to say. I heard rumors and I heard other people's experiences, but my own, I wanted to know like what it would be like for me.
Right.
And that's what had made me a bit curious, but at the same time, I was kind of scared because it was a new environment,
Right.
and anything could happen. It wasn't like how elementary school was, like how everybody would just stick together. High school was like whoa.
Open campus.
It's like when I got there for the first time, I'm like, oh, there's such a place like this exists. But back to the book, I had started writing it by hand.
Okay.
Actually, at first, I had did 2 major drafts. The first draft, as I'll just repeat it, I had hand wrote, which is about 288 pages, I would say.
Wow.
And that took a lot.
How long did it take? What was the name of the first book?
The Ballad of Sydney Hill,
Okay.
and that's right there at the bottom of the table.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to just pull that out, if you can.
Okay, we will. But tell us about it. Tell us about it.
I'll tell you more. As I was saying, I had written the first draft. I'd say I had got that done within 2 years almost. And then I had started typing it up, typing out all the individual pages. But, I was, at one point, I was going to throw the book away because I got very discouraged as a result of all the issues that I was going through in my daily life. I just lost all motivation. I'd be on writer's block for like weeks, months. And it was just a very gruesome experience. And I kept saying to myself, I can't do this. Why am I even taking the time right now to work on this, and it's not gonna work?
Okay.
So something told me, no, don't throw it away. Come on, what are you doing?
Right.
And I stuck to that, whatever that instinct was telling me to keep working on it. And I kept working on it, even if it was just a sentence a day. I still worked on it.
That's good. That's good.
Little progress is always better than no progress.
That's right.
So I stuck to my vision. I had it done, and then after handwriting it, I had wrote it up on the computer, and then once I finished that, I published it. I found out about self-publishing. I was doing some research on that for like a few years.
Okay. Okay.
And then I had found something reasonable at the time, and I just, I did it. And then after that, things started happening one by one, and look where we are today.
Wow, exactly. Exactly. Like you said, I like what you said. You said you took one sentence at a time. Any progress is worth anything. And as much, I'm sure it was a battle, even within yourself. Like you said, you got a little discouraged. You kept saying what you couldn't do, but then that something was telling you what you can do, And I believe it was very important for you to get the book out because, like you said, you was about to not only experience something new in writing a book, handwriting a book, but you were also experiencing something new going out of elementary school, 8th grade, about to experience what you've heard about high school, not really encountering and being into the high school just yet, but about to experience something brand spanking new, don't know. And it's amazing how when you can have that kind of doubt or that kind of fear, how creativity can come out of you at the same time to, instead of launching out or I'll say venting out unhealthy, that it was written
Right.
for you to walk it out step by step. You can do it. I know you going into this new area because both you was doing two things at one time.
Right.
You was tapping into writing a book, becoming an author. Did you ever I know you did say you read a book, Tangerine, and that inspired you also to say, oh, I can do this. And then to now really be doing it, I'm pretty sure you had to revisit that area of that tangerine.
Right.
Tangerine is orange.
Yeah.
It's a fruit. I mean, I'm going somewhere with this. But it's a fruit.
Right.
And when you think about a fruit, you think about something sweet, something juicy, and it's orange.
Right.
Orange is bright. Orange is something that's meaning that it might look a little dull right now, but something about to pop off that's going to be good and it's going to be juicy. Because I'm pretty sure you probably didn't even think that way of what was being created inside of you that you was about to script was going to be juicy. It was going to be bright.
I thought it was just going to be something on the chopping block.
Okay.
I thought, it's like cutting meat. You gotta get the little excess fat off.
Right.
As you cleaning it.
Right.
I kind of thought of it like that. I thought that, I never thought one project would take me so far. I sat there, okay, I'm writing this, so what? Big deal. What's gonna happen?
Right.
Well, I get $1 million and meet Oprah.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Hello, you just never know. You never know.
I agree.
So now with this first book, wow, 288 pages.
And I had cut it, of course, I had cut it down in future editions as I heavily kept revising. All the work ain't stopped once I finished writing the book. And then you wouldn't believe how many times it took me to get things right.
I'm sure.
With just one book.
I'm sure.
But I give you the estimate, I'd say more than 50 times.
For this one book to get it right.
Just one.
Just one book.
Just one.
At least you got it out, though.
Right.
How many days did it take?
What do you mean?
For this, you said it took 2 years to get this book out.
It did.
Okay, but that's all right. That's all right. Because like you said, it took 50 times to get it right. You wanted it to be perfect.
Right, and then right before I wrote that book, I was writing other books too, but I never really had published those. I didn't give it the scale that I gave it that.
Wow.
But it was just something to work on my skill, because I didn't always have it. I always didn't have it day one. I had to keep working on my talent. I had to keep refining things from the ground up.
Right.
The work ain't stopped just because I finished one project.
Exactly.
I had to sit there, keep reading over it. What can I do with this? Does this need to be changed? Does this need to be removed? Things of that nature. And it's like a constant battle.
Right, exactly.
But hey.
And I'm hearing you. You're saying to me, this is what you're telling me. Even while you was writing this 288, but they cut down. Even while you was writing this book, other books were being birthed at the same time, and you were writing on those too?
I mean, I had other ideas in the works, but that one was my primary focus.
Okay.
And then, it's like after I wrote that one, I had started working on the next one.
So it just kept coming, like it just kept coming.
I kept telling myself, hey, if I did it once,
You can do it again.
I can do it again.
Wow. Now let me ask. Once you got this book, the first book is called The Ballad of Sydney Hill.
Yes.
Once you got this book out there, who did you trust to read this book?
I mean, I trusted many of my close friends. I know my principal, when I went to Eastside at the time, he was very supportive.
Okay.
Mainly I had support from close friends, family, and administrators.
Okay.
And that was a good thing. And of course, with all that support, there did come criticism. Yeah, people did say, "Oh, you wrote a book, man, that's whack." And I'm like, that's all right. I'm like, that's all right, but guess what? It may be whack to you,
right?
But it's not whack to me.
That's right. That's
it's
right.
Something I decided to do, so I don't care what you think. And it's funny how those same people that was telling me, "Oh, man, you ain't gonna get nowhere with this," with the same ones talk about congratulations, all the work.
Wow.
Once I started linking up with the mayor and doing all these events, you know what I'm saying?
Now
people talk trash about me like, congratulations.
Okay.
I always believed in you. Hey, get out of here.
Right, like you didn't believe in me before. Now here you come. That's how it goes. Wow. Now name us some, because you, like I said, you're an author of so many books. You said one shot. I know you can't name them all 49 books, but but if you could just share with us, because again, we want to share the good news. This is good news for someone. How old are you?
I turned 19 a month ago.
19. Come on here now.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm about to, what?
Yes,
19 and wrote 49 books.
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
That's a lot up here that's coming out that you're writing. And name us, oh my goodness, name us some of those other books. I know we ain't even 5%.
I don't think we even got past 3.
We were one. I don't even know we're a percent. I don't even know. But we got 5 of them here today.
Right.
But out of 40, name us some of these books that you have written. And what's your most, popular one, the one that you love? I know you love all your books. It's not a book that you wouldn't say you wouldn't like. If you didn't write it, you wouldn't like it.
But when it come down to it, if I was asked with that question, I would have to answer that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you that. Okay. I'm going to take a stab at it.
All right.
I'm going to take a stab at it.
All right.
But name some of your books that you have written, and then I want you to name your favorite book.
I know after these ones, the Undocumented Struggle, that was my second book. Obsession, which is right here on the table. The Ballad of Sydney Hill 2, which is the sequel to my first book that I have written. And then you have John Port's Finest, which is the big one at the bottom.
Okay.
And then it was another one after that, Superhuman Book 1.
Okay.
I had wrote that under alias, to differentiate myself from the genre that I was writing at the time. And then after that, I had something called the Book of Savagery, which was like a collection of, funny stories.
Okay. Now, are all these books, is your life?
I mean, some yes, some no.
Okay.
It's a variety, I switch it up.
Okay.
Sometimes it may not apply directly to me. I may be writing about, somebody else or somebody similar to me, but necessarily it is always me. And I also do have some books of poetry. And I've been very heavy into poetry lately.
Nice.
I have a series called The Collective. It's like a whole series, dedicated to songs. I've written poems, and I compile all those in a book form.
Nice.
And I say that series has at least 11 entries.
Okay. Now, I know this might be on the spot, but as a poet,
right,
spoken word,
because
I mean it got to be a lot, 49 books. But are you able to think of one of your poems that can inspire maybe another young person that's out there in TV land that might be dealing with, how can I express myself without, coming off wrong or venting, if you will, or being in that secret place, to like encourage them, like it's okay, within your own creativity. They may not be a poet, but they might be a writer.
Right.
How could you encourage one through what you have done through one of your spoken words?
I mean, well, it's all about the language I convey and the themes. You know, my themes of poetry, I write mainly about love, living in an urban environment, police brutality, motivation. I write about a multitude of topics. I could sit here and go all day about it, but we don't have all day. We only got an hour. So, you know, I try my best to emulate, you know, how I see the world and shape it to my liking and see how everyone else likes it.
Okay.
It's not like I'm just shoving it in your face or anything. You know, I want to tell my story, you know, so people can hear like things that we may face as a new generation coming up. Okay. Because, you know, that's also another thing as well. It's different generations. Right. You know, you have elders, then you have teenagers, and you have people that's kind of in the middle. And it feels like there's some sort of disconnect. Okay. You know, and I want people of all backgrounds, of all nationalities, and wherever you from or how old you are, you know, I want to be able to, you know, portray my story. Hopefully you could see like whatever I put down in the light of your own, or maybe you could relate to it. Okay. In your kind of way, if that's however you want to put it.
Okay. I tell you, Khali, I applaud you for writing 49 books.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I applaud you for being able to express yourself in your creative gift of writing through poetry, you said you rap? Okay.
I mean, I ain't dropped nothing yet.
Okay, hey, you drop stuff, you drop these books. So we looking forward to seeing some of your music and different things come to fruition as you continue on. What do you have coming up? I mean, what should you have? You said you shy of one book of 50. So are you working on that 50th book?
Yes, I'm currently working on it. 19
years old. I'm about to pass out. 50 books. I can't. Khali, we are so excited and we're so grateful that you were able to share with us here at the Dr. Lewis Gospel Hour here.
No problem.
And I want to encourage the audience that if you would like to get in touch with this young man, because I'm pretty sure there is something that he can inspire and encourage, just as he was inspired and encouraged reading a book called Tangerine and said, wait a minute, if I can do this, okay, if I can read this, I can do this. And then to create something, like you said, a comic, and you showed it to your guidance counselor, and your guidance counselor was able to, and that's a blessing all by itself too, to see that gift within you and say, you can do this, and push you and motivate you, because everybody needs somebody that can push them to the next place. If you all would like to be a part of this young man's life as he continues and he gets the word out, we need you to contact Dr. Albert Lewis. Oh yeah, we need you to connect, because we want to make this thing juicy. See, all our young people are not just doing any and everything. This brother, 49 books. Some of us are having a hard time getting one book out. Lord have mercy.
There's some people I know can't read the Facebook status.
Oh, we're not going to even go there today. We're not going to even go there. But I would like to encourage you, though, to keep on going on. Keep on writing those books. It's therapeutic. Like you said, I'm looking at your titles, and I'm like, my goodness, To You, Girl.
Oh, man.
To You, Girl.
Oh, man, I wanted to talk about that one.
Okay.
If you got some time, man.
Well, we're gonna have to get you to come back and spread some more good news
Maybe.
On the Gospel Showcase. But, y'all, he got a book called To You, Girl. He got a book about obsessions. He also have a book about, oh, my goodness, collective thoughts of an angry black teenager.
That's the one.
How many know? He talked about social media. But if y'all look at some of these social media pages, we got a lot of black angry teenagers out here. Khali Raymond is talking about it in his book. Connect with Dr. Albert Lewis. It's your girl, Lady Flag. I'm rocking it out.